right, Sit Down Zumach podcast, STC. Z-Man coming at you, full effect, live and direct from Tampa, Florida. Chilling. How are you? It's me, the captain. With me, as always, is Tyler. Tyler, I love your new place.
Thanks, man. I paid cash, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm lying. Bitcoin.
Are you into Bitcoin and all that stuff? I'm trying to this cryptocurrency. I don't understand it. I don't know where I'm going with it. I don't know what's going on.
I just feel like Bitcoin's too expensive now, so I never got into it. But I did try and get this. Is it Doggy? Is it Dogecoin? I bought some of that when it was like 1/6 of a cent, and that was fun to watch it do its thing. And like I just figured like I would just let it ride, and wherever it falls, because I put in so little money that I was just hoping it'd turn into a Bitcoin, which I knew it's not going to happen. But
did it fall?
I think it's at like 30 cents a share now, or a coin, or whatever you call it. So, but
this is how dumb I don't understand any of it. Like I kind of get it. It seems like it kind of seems like sports betting in a weird way. I don't know.
I don't get it at all. But I mean, all stocks are just, it's betting, it's gambling on something. But
I was jealous of the AMC stocks when they were going up and everyone's saying, "Oh, dude, I made all this money." I'm like, I want to do that.
Right. But the thing is, like, it goes up and up and up and up. And like, well, you didn't really make that money till you sell it. And if there's no buyer who wants to be an idiot and buy it at that amount, then you're just going to watch it fall because you can't sell it. So
the guy who's redesigning my website, he was going to they had the big crypto, whatever the fuck it is. The big conference in Miami that Tim Dillon spoke at.
Okay. I heard about this. Yeah. I don't know what it's called.
But he was like, "Are you going?" I'm like, "No."
Wait, why did Tim Dillon speak at it?
He's into weird stuff and they paid him. It was a paid event. And he was, I guess, pretty much spoke as a, they have speakers it was almost like it was a corporate gig where he made money.
Right.
I don't know if he got paid in crypto or whatever the thing is.
He might have. That would make the most sense.
My buddy Craig's going to be with us in a moment. I also, before we get into we don't even have to put an intro on this. I'm going to do Silk City hot sauce right now. Silk City hot sauce. Jeff Levine just mailed me a package. So if you're going to my show this weekend, June, I'm at the Dayton somewhere, 26, 8:00 show, 7:00 doors. I'll post it on my social media. You can pick up the Silk City hot sauce if you want to buy it online. Promo code Zumach, get 15% off your order. I'm telling you, it's the best sauce ever. You're gonna dig it. So let's bring it on my buddy Craig. What's up, dude? Can you hear me?
What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm in Florida, motherfucker. What's up, bro?
Welcome to Florida, dude. Welcome to the land of the free.
I love it. Am I clear? Should I clean off my lens here?
Easy. Looks good to me. Tyler, does he look good to me?
Even better now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at this production, man. I got you on a tripod. I'm fucking. What's up, y'all? I didn't even brush my teeth yet. How you doing?
Craig, this is my co-host Tyler. He's hanging out with us.
What's up, Tyler?
Man? How are you, dude?
I'm good, bro.
Where are you at? Are you in Tampa now?
I'm at fucking Lanochi's family's house. I'm staying with his family. Look at this. Nice house. I'm fucking staying in his nephew's room. I got like race car bed, bro. It's
like Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons.
Yeah, my feet are hanging off the end of the bed. It's free. It's cheaper than a hotel. I don't give a shit, man.
Does he live on? He lives like on the east side of Florida, right, or west side?
Lanoch, his family lives in Orlando. He lives in LA, but yeah, we're doing a little Florida run here. We did Gainesville last night. We got Orlando Improv tonight and Tampa this weekend. Side Splitters, baby, come get some of these.
Actually, go, yeah, and you're funny as fuck. Go to sidesplitters.com. No, it's Side Splitters Comedy. I think you're doing 3 shows on Saturday. That's gonna be insane.
Yeah, that's that's too much. Like, why are they? I was like, I'll take a break.
Yeah, you got 1 show Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday, and 1 show Sunday. I'm going to come to the Sunday show because I got gigs. So I'm going to come hang out and see you guys. It says JB Ball's the feature act. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
if that's-
Lenoch just was in town. He's doing some guest spots. He won't be there Sunday. He's flying home for some gigs, but it'll be me, you, or JB Ball. I've never met JB Ball. Is he cool? I hope so.
He's hilarious and he's cool and he lives in
Nice.
LA, but he's from Tampa.
Oh, cool. Okay, I was gonna say, I think that sounds so familiar. I'm bad with names. I probably meet him and be like, oh shit, I work with you at the Ha. My bad.
I've noticed that just going on comedy, you're touring hardcore. You're everywhere.
Yeah, man, it's fun. You know how it goes. I prayed and I worked hard and I finally got it, and then you get it and you're like, holy shit, this is hard. But I'm just happy to be here and happy to get in these clubs. It took me a fucking decade, and I'm very, very grateful and happy to be here. But
Tyler,
the shit's different.
I don't know if you know this
now.
but Craig he's a great comic, but once upon a time he used to work at Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah, 11
Awesome.
years.
Awesome.
11 goddamn years. Most of my acts
11
about it.
years. 11.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you started at what age?
I don't remember ages, bro. Fucking what year is it? 20, like 2008, 2007 or something.
Yeah, back then they were just called Trader.
Yeah. That's my whole joke. I mean, one of the many jokes, but like why Trader Joe's is so successful with their employees is they don't drug test.
Mhm.
They don't do none of that. It's in the handbook too. This was 10, 15 years ago where like weed was okay in the company handbook. Like, yeah, just don't fucking wave it around in the store. You'll be all right. And that's crazy, And now that's obvious. But 15 years ago, that was not the case,
That explains why you were there.
Shit, it's hot as fuck out here. The sun just came out. I'm just baking.
Now, let me ask you this. Did you see that stuff that was going on with Trader Joe's? Like, I think it was a couple years ago about they were changing some of the names because they were racist. What's your nationality?
I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican, German, English. So I'm a little racist and I'm a little real. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. That's a joke, everybody. Jesus Christ. You can't say shit anymore.
You're canceled. By the way,
I'm canceled.
You just got canceled.
A comedian said a joke. Get him. Kill him off with his fucking head. What was the point of this? What was your question?
Well, they had some sort of discrepancy. Like,
yeah.
The Mexican foods.
They called it Trader Jose's, and then Trader Ming's and Trader. They used, and I believe they never changed, and I'm happy because they weren't trying to be racist. They were just trying to be funny. It's like, get over yourself. No Mexican dude is looking at salsa and being like, what the fuck? You know why? Because he's making his own fucking salsa because Trader Joe's salsa sucks. Like, grow up, everybody. Everyone, oh, you're so sensitive. Like, get the fuck out of here. How are we going to make more comics?
You might be burning a bridge with Trader Joe's saying that their salsa sucks. I'm just saying.
They have two good salsas. The refrigerated one, the tomatillo one, and the other than that, fucking.
No, they defended it. They stood back and they defended it. I think that's in this weird day and age where everyone's like ruining each other's careers. I think it's like Tyler and I were just speaking before the podcast. Like, you either double down and stay the course, or you apologize and you're guilty for some reason.
Yeah, it's really weird, and which is completely wrong and ass backwards. Let's just say you are wrong. The comedian is wrong, which I hardly ever believe, and you do apologize. You're then, for being a compassionate, empathetic, learning human being, you're now punished for it, as opposed to the other guy is just like, fuck you, and then he gets rewarded, which is insane to me. Let's just say if they're wrong. Obviously, there's a bit of a sensitive, bit of a little bitch pussy ass culture out there that gets offended over any and everything. And I'm just like, what is going on? There's literally like wars going on and people are mad at jokes, which is insane to me. It's like, you're mad at comedians. Meanwhile, trillionaires are not paying taxes and there's no healthcare. Like, what are you coming after me for? Go after the fucking government. Like, it's insane to me.
Tyler, you follow a lot of comedy. What do you think about that?
I hate it. I hate it just because exactly what he said. I mean, comedy is comedy, right? And was it, God, I feel like this has been said over and over again recently because of the whole Hinchcliffe thing. But Patrice, what did he say? What was that quote? It's like basically like, not every joke lands. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
And I totally misquoted that. I don't remember the exact quote
I
at
know
all.
what
But
you're talking about, but yeah.
But like, how else do you get there without trying? You know what I mean? And
Exactly. You're going to fail. You're going to fail miserably for a while, and then you figure it out, and then it becomes a brilliant joke. But that 6, 8, 2 months to a year, you're
It's
guilty, and you're just
rough.
like, hey, I know I keep saying this, but I'm a comedian. This is the
doesn't matter
bizarro
anymore.
world. Like, why are we? Only comedians are held accountable, not politicians, not athletes, not rappers, not anyone else. And it's just like
not
the
Hunter Biden.
The jackasses, the gestures are being. We were supposed to do this. You hired us to say these things, and now we're in trouble for pushing the envelope and trying to expand and grow comedy. Otherwise, we all know it just gets corny, and you're going to fail, and you're going to fall on your face. You're going to say some fucked up shit. And this is so funny. We're just having a podcast. Meanwhile, Mike's nephews are just partying on a slide right there.
See, that's why you
That's
tune
where I want to
in.
be.
Because that's why you watch the video podcast portion of this, because you get all kinds of surprises.
I'm getting heckled by 8-year-olds, man. This is bullshit.
Like Lanucci's family.
Lanucci's right here. Hang on. You got to talk into the speaker.
What's up,
Hi
Mike?
guys, how you doing?
What
Look
up?
at Chad,
Look at this
dude. Chad,
cameo.
you got fucking cute cheeks. You're all happy that Durant lost.
Oh, I'm happy Durant lost, and I'm happy Lakers went down. It's a beautiful thing.
There you go.
But going back to what we were saying, like, I know it's been beaten to death and people talk about it nonstop, but you live in the heart of it all, LA. Like, I had to get out of there. I couldn't handle it. But have you noticed from the road in LA, the audiences are less sensitive just doing middle of America? Have you noticed it's a little bit different?
It's hard. It's a little wonky everywhere. Everyone's different. Every market's different. Some of my jokes murder in some markets, and some of them they go, and I'm like, what? It's a joke. And it's like, it kills when the audience is not sensitive. I don't know. It's weird. It's also weird. Like, it kills in the clubs. The clubs are still pretty safe. But if you go to, to the east side, or the I don't even know what it's called. What's that, alt scene? Then it's like, ha ha ha. And then, but it kills at the clubs. I don't even know. I just say I'm a big fan of Bill Burr and anyone who just be like, just say it, just do it, just fucking say it. And yeah, I don't know. I wish that was more poetic, but
No,
you know what I'm saying? Just fucking do it. By silencing ourselves, they win. So just keep going. You might get canceled in the process, but just keep going.
So, but based on those clubs that you're going to, obviously everyone's different. A crowd's always going to be a little different. Do either of you guys have any sort of like dip your toe in the water kind of joke to see what kind of room you're dealing with before you get into the heavy?
Are you kidding me, bro? My whole act, yeah, it's all inappropriate. Not all of it, but yeah, a majority of it. I mean, look at me. I used to be an addict. I talk about that shit. It's silver lining. I'd sprinkle some sobriety in there too, and not, yeah, but I can't even say because there's kids present, but yeah, I talk about, gnarly shit, and it's fun, and it's the only stuff I enjoy talking about.
Right. So you go in and you just talk about it regardless of what that crowd's going to be like. But my question is, like, do you ever put out feelers to see if, like, okay, well, I know I have this one specific joke that I shouldn't even tell here?
Before Craig answers, I have a joke that I say queer in, and I'm not going to give away the joke because I love it, and you have to come see me. But gay people love the joke, but white women are offended. They're like, how could he say that? I go, it's clever, and gay people love it.
It's also weird that you're like the person I'm making the joke about doesn't care. It's the other people that get pissed, and you're just like, it's not even about you, and he's laughing. My feeler jokes, yeah, I guess I open up with a joke about heroin and my dick hole closing up. And I just like to start off with that joke.
Yeah,
for
no,
a
just feel out the
reason,
crowd.
because it
Feel it
sets
out.
the
That's the
tone.
feeler joke.
Because I'm like, this is what I have, and you're on board or you're not. And if you're not, that's fine. You can get out. It's your choice. You're right. I don't give a fuck. Oops, kids. Sorry, guys. and yeah, so I purposely start off with that joke. Yes, so to answer your question, I didn't used to. I used to be a little safer, a little Trader Joe's joke up top, little. But now I'm just like, nah, let's just. But you know what? You're right. I don't pander in the sense I don't change my act. But if the crowd is real sensitive and pulling back on, whoever's opening the hosting, and I go, oh, they're not responding, I might switch it up and be like, okay, I'll do Trader Joe's first because I don't want to bomb for 50 minutes,
Right.
But I don't change my joke. I just rearrange the order of them to win them over. I really, I have what I have. I say that a lot, but I say it to the audience, because it's like, hey, you're not going to get political humor out of me, guys. Like, I don't know when you bought tickets to this, like, what did you think was going to happen? That's what I tell them if it's not going well.
Let's talk about your sobriety. I had Dave Landau and Rich Voss on a couple episodes ago. Well, it was like about two months ago. And, they're big, hardcore sober dudes. And I know people have written in. How long have you been sober and what happened? What was your bottom? I want to know all that stuff.
Oh, man.
In front of the kids.
In front of the kids. Like right there. Hey, how are you? They're looking at me. I'm on a Zoom call.
Maybe this could be like a Scared Straight program for them. Like, hey kids.
Like, no. Well, shit. What? I'm sorry. Repeat it one more time. Like the whole thing.
Okay. No, I said I had Rich Voss and Dave Landau on a couple months ago.
Right.
And they talked, and a lot of sober people start writing into it because it was like a great conversation. And I know you're sober now, so I want to know. I don't know exactly your whole story. Like, what was your bottom, and how long you've been sober?
I had about 100 rock bottoms, as most people do. Maybe more, maybe less. You lose track when you're twacked out of your skull. And I've been sober 7 years. I'll be sober 8 years, August 10th. I recently started. During the pandemic, some horrible shit happened, and then I just had enough. So I do smoke a little weed now. No narcotics, no alcohol still. Those, in my opinion, are the true devils of this world. Anything man-made. If God made it, I'm kind of, a little mushrooms, little weed. I'm not the best sober spokesperson,
They call it California sober, right?
California sober, they call it. I tell this to my people, though. I was sober for 7 years, 100%, nothing. I built a foundation, and I was just going through some stuff, and I didn't want to get on head meds because I was on pills for fun for about a decade. So I don't even like taking aspirin now. And I know a lot of my friends on head meds, it does a great service too. And I know a lot of my friends on head meds, it's not good. They get addicted to that, and it's weird. To each their own. Every person is different. But I didn't want to go that route of the Western medicine route. So I went, with some hippie grown from earth, and it has been a great service to me thus far. I have for sure abused it, and a little gummy here and there to help with your anxiety. Awesome. 2 gummies before noon, you got a problem. What are you doing? And you just have to battle that, with my addictive personality. But the good thing is it's just weed. There's no overdosing. I'm not dying. I'm not losing my home. I'm not, it's not that for me. For me, it's a slippery slope. I like to say that because, with other people, it may lead to heroin. For some people, it may save the kids right there. Oh my God. Mike's just laughing. It's like, this guy. Anyways, my drug addiction, it's just like the movies, man. It starts in high school. You drink a little, and then the kid gets a ball of Vicodin, and then you share them. It's like, oh shit, that's the best. And then you're like, all right, let's get Norcos. Let's get Oxys. And then of course acid, mushrooms, Molly actually always, but you know, those are like party favorite drugs. The pills became like a regular thing. Hey, come on. You're splashing over here. I just he just threw his nephew and just my whole legs are wet. Anyways, and then you know with the pills, the opioids, it just got so dark, and then cocaine crept in the bar scene, and then you know it became. I tell people this: don't even try coke. No one's ever tried it once. Okay, I that was my whole bit. It's been done before, but I tried coke once for 7 years. You know, like it doesn't. You go hard. It's fun, and it goes very well with liquor. And most of this world loves liquor, so that's why I say just stay away. And then
I think that was a funny joke premise. What if you like just ruined your life with the gummies? Just ruined it, wrecked it. Your whole
you
life.
can. Oh, you can. You can. We'll see how the dust settles in the end. So far, so good. But you know, I'm an addict, ex-addict. You know, I don't like the identity. Like you say that, you almost speak it into existence. You're like, I got a bug. I got the. You know, I'm just like. I try to make this into a joke. It's been bombing horribly, but like my drug experience, like I don't want to wonder if I feel it. I want to be like, oh no, like what have I done? How am I going to survive this? That's how that's my goal. That's where I want to go out the gates, and that's the problem. Anyways, I just kept getting arrested. Those stories are so long. I threw firecrackers at police officers on horses. Allegedly, it was an accident. That sounds way worse than it is. It's funny to say it like that. Really, I was so wasted.
Were you at the Capitol building when you did that?
No, I was in Hermosa Beach. I was in Hermosa, and I was so hammered. I lit off firecrackers like a jackass, like I always do every year of my life, and I threw them down. And I was so drunk, I failed to notice that about 50 feet away was a posse of sheriffs. So I lit them, through them, looked up, went, oh shit. And I was like, oh God, please get me through this. It was like a movie. Like I was like Denzel. I'm walking this way. The cops are walking this way. And there's a firecracker going off behind me in smoke. I'm emerging from a cloud of smoke. And I was like, God, if you just let me get through this, I'll never do drugs. I'll never party. I'll never do this. And God
were you yelling defund the police the whole time?
No, this was before all that. But yeah, I was a pioneer. No, I was just dumb and didn't notice 40 cops. Anyways, it was 4th of July. You know how they roll. They got there. It sounds like exaggeration, but it was a posse. It was Hermosa Beach cops patrolling the beach on 4th of July. So there was like 30 or 40 of them. Anyways,
by the way, Hermosa Beach cops looks like Reno 911. It's like,
yeah, it does.
They got shorts.
They're buff. They got chicken legs. They look like they're gonna tip over because they're just these guys. You know?
Got Nick Swartzen on roller skates.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're not lying, bro. And they're talking to the girls most of the time, like one eye out on girl, one eye out on crime. It's just crazy. And then I just like they didn't see who did it. Like. Because I didn't throw it underneath them like the newspaper. It made 3 local newspapers and my mom cry, and I didn't throw it underneath them. They didn't even know who did it, and like I made it past them. I was praying like, oh please God, like just keep it cool. Like they don't know who did it. They don't know who did it. And then all of a sudden this fucking dude ratted me out. He's like, there's a guy with the bandana and the backpack, and I was that guy. So I just started running, and of course they caught me because they're on horses. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Lenochi's dad fell hard.
This is exciting. There's like 2 podcasts going on.
Don't run by the pool. Did you hear the screaming?
Yeah. I heard. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did he hit his head? Anyways, don't do drugs. Lenochi's dad's on drugs.
Craig, throw some firecrackers right now.
He's gonna be sore tomorrow. Boy, never been heckled by an old guy, Folly.
Thanks for the room.
Yes, I have to cut this short.
So, anyways, how do you handle it on the road? Because there's so much temptation on the road. I know when I'm on the road, I just become a complete degenerate. Just because you're bored, you're in the hotel room. It gets. I mean,
I'm actually not tempted by alcohol and narcotics at all because I know where that world leads, and it's a gross, dark world, and I was in it for so long, and I'm very grateful to be out of it. I say this, I was dumb enough to dive head over heels into that world, but I was smart enough to hang on to the rail. I was just holding on to the side of the pool, like don't go all in, because obviously I had friends go all in. They're in jail, they're dead, they're this, they're that. So I had my hand on the rail, like, don't let go. But I stayed for too long. I'm actually a fan of like going into that world and experiencing that world, but getting out quick. People just stay too long. Like, I like life experiences. I like trying shit. I like experiencing stuff. But when it's too long, you've seen it happen. People get weird. They glitch. They turn, like, you're like, oh, I don't know my friend anymore. He's different now. The narcotics changed him. He spent too long in that realm, and now he's off. And it's like dark. It's never good.
Did you ever try heroin?
Nah. Yeah, I just smoked it.
What's heroin like? It's like, what is the like feeling?
I give this analogy, you could be high on that shit and your home's on fire and your room's burning and you're just like, oh, it's warm in here, you're just like, this nice. Like nothing's wrong. There's no problem. It's just utter euphoria, and that's the problem because you get addicted to that. I was mainly a pillhead though. I really didn't dive into that world because once again, I had my hand on the rails, and I was like, I'll just do Oxycontin. I'll just smoke Roxy's instead, which is the same thing. What people don't know is Oxycontin is 100% synthetic government-made heroin, and it's actually technically more addictive because there's no fillers. It's not cut. It goes in. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. And you could, I don't know about now, but back then you could pop it, snort it, shoot it. And anyways, so it's just utter bliss, heaven on earth. And that is the problem, and that's why people lose their home, their family, their kids, because it's too good. It's too good. It's meant for you when you break your spinal cord, and that's it. If you ain't that, don't do it. It's meant for hardcore gnarly surgeries, and like Lenoshi's dad, he needs it right now. He just split his head open. Call back. I feel bad. He's laying out right now. He's laying on the couch with ice on his head.
They got a helicopter coming in. They're gonna life flight him to the Orlando hospital.
Yeah. And I'm a comic, and that's what you do. You make jokes, and now I'm gonna get canceled by his family.
But you live in LA, man, where the heart of it is, like all that stuff, like right there. You're right on Sunset performing.
Sorry, they're yelling. Don't run by the pool. Yeah, I'm right in the heart of. I was in West Hollywood. I moved on the outskirts of South Bay. Hermosa Beach area. I moved to the scene of the crime.
So you're homeless.
yeah. I had to get out at WeHo. It was too much crime and fecal matter. To be quite frank, it's not even a joke. Homelessness, needles, dope. What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
I was thinking of where's Bronson Jones live? And Venice. I was thinking of Venice.
Oh, Venice. Don't go to Venice unless you got a snub-nosed revolver in your pocket.
Is it that bad? The homeless?
What it is what I've always liked. Sketchy. Like, I like Venice before the pandemic. I like that. It's like, oh shit, it's gnarly, it's dangerous, a little bit dangerous, a lot of it dangerous, not so good. The reason it's so bad now is because it's just desperate drug addicts, and in my opinion, they're way more scary and dangerous than like gangsters. Like gangbangers just stick to that stuff. I ain't involved in that world, but I hit my headphone wire. I ain't rich yet. But desperate drug addicts, they'll think these are Ray-Bans, and I'm like, no, these are Vans. They're knockoffs. They're $8, and they might try to knife you for your hat and your sunglasses. So they just are fiending for their hit so bad, So that's what it is. I'm terrified of Venice because it's a lot of desperate drug addicts.
Now, when there was like a mass exodus, people going to Austin, people going to Florida. I was one of them. People just leaving. Did you have any thought in your mind of leaving, where you're like, no, I'm gonna ride this thing out?
not at all, because I'm born and raised Los Angeles. If I had a family to retreat to, I for sure would have, because for 1 year, Los Angeles is pretty useless. And why not go home? Why not visit your family? Why not reset? You know, people are like, well, you got to move. It's like, yeah, but it's for a year. You can move back. You get a better deal, better rent. There's an exodus happening. You know, I am born and raised Los Angeles. So I was just stuck. I did move out of the, you know, city to like suburbs, which was good because, you know, the city was awful. It was just truly, there's no sugarcoating it. It was absolutely horrendous and unlivable. You could only go to grocery stores and Target, and just crime, drugs, and homelessness, shit, fecal matter. I know I keep bringing that up, but like, if it's not a joke, it was everywhere, dude. Everyone has a dog, and then the homeless, it's like 500,000 homeless just crapping all over the city. No one's taking care of them. It's just poop. Poop.
That's a fun game to play in LA, West Hollywood. Homeless shit or dog shit.
It's true. It's true. You're like, oh, that's human. That's human. There ain't no Great Danes in this city, you know.
Tyler, you got something?
No, I'm just enjoying this conversation.
Okay, I didn't want to be cutting you off here, so.
I can't imagine just living in LA that past year, you know. But like you said, the whole family.
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Anyone tried to sugarcoat it, it was an utter nightmare. It was awful.
So, I mean, what'd you do for fun? Where, like, you just hang out with friends and that's it? I mean, there's not even going out to clubs or anything, right?
What do you mean? What did I do for fun? I relapsed. That's what I did. No, I moved out. It was prison. I moved to the beach. I moved in with my girl. It was the best thing I've ever done. It was the first girl I've ever lived with in my life. Thank God I found her, because it was, you know, I've seen pandemics and couples, you know, and it made us tighter. And I was like, oh, okay, we could live together. If we survived a pandemic in a studio apartment in West Hollywood, overgoing the obstacle course of human or dog, you know, we can live together. And I'm very grateful to have her and my home with her in my life, because it would have been hard, way harder without her.
So how's the LA scene been, comedy scene, now that things are starting to open up? Because I'm still like I felt like I broke up with a girlfriend, but I still like check her Facebook messages. Like I read her tweets. Like I keep looking at the LA lineups and like, all right, who's doing what?
You weren't missing anything until about a month ago, and now it's back. And I actually haven't experienced the LA scene too much, because as soon as it opened up, I hit the road. I got 43 cities this year, bro.
I know. I see you everywhere.
That's crazy. They ain't all glitz and glamour, let me tell you, folks. But I'm just happy to be here, and it's just really weird that the pandemic happened and somehow I came out headline. I don't understand it. I mean, I had a few headline dates before that off of JFL New Faces 2019. So I got like maybe 5-8 clubs from that. But then we took a year off. I got two.
Shout out Jeff Singer. Go ahead.
Thank you, Jeff Singer. I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm grateful for my 2019 JFL. And so I had a few dates from that, but then the world shut down, and it appears, I don't know. My thank you to my team, Stu Golfman and Justin Silvera and Ian Arigati. I hope I did your last name right, bro. But they got me. They just came with one-nighters and weekends, and they'll get me like a weekend, and they'll fill it up with one-nighters beforehand and piggyback one-nighters behind. So I'll just do like 6 cities in 7 cities in a week, 2 weeks, you know. And I'm just like, I'm grateful, but I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like, it's a lot harder than it's not all glitz and glam, folks. Like you know, you're road dog, Chad, you know, it's like you're just running these streets, man.
You're going,
but it's good. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for it.
You're going to Nashville on the 29th, to Birmingham, Alabama on the 30th, to Atlanta, Georgia Punchline, back to LA,
Los
Portland.
Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, then you go up to Canada, Oklahoma City, El Paso. You can go to Craig's website, follow him on all social media. Plug everything right now.
Thank you so much, Chad. I love you, bro. CraigConant.com, Craig P. Conant on all social medias. come get these jokes. I talk about drugs, sobriety, farts, and that's about it. Being
That's all there is to
Mexican,
life.
That's all there is. What else?
Drugs, sobriety, and farts, which would make a great shirt in your store.
Right. That's what I should do. I should make that. That's what life's about.
You know, if you don't want to pick up Loosey Goosey or I did too much, man, we got new stuff coming.
Dude, my Loosey Goosey merch. Thank you so much to a tattoo artist designed this food. Bubba TX. Thank you for your art. And Jared De La Rosa. He made me stickers.
Wait, is he related to Zach De La Rosa?
I hope so. That'd be the best. I love Rage Against the Machine.
Find out. I want to find out.
Yeah.
We'll look into it.
Might be going to the hospital soon. I don't know what's going on.
Is it that bad?
He's holding his head, man. It ain't good. I'm just over here talking.
That's a concussion. That's a concussion for sure.
I tell you what, dude, like since I wanted to get you on, and so I want to get this out so I could promote your shows at Side Splitters. Again, go to sidesplitterscomedy.com, June 24th through the 26th. Craig's funny. I'm going to stop by on Sunday to say hi.
Yeah, come do a guest spot, brother. Or whatever. Whatever. Come hang. I love you, bro. Thanks for any more questions? I've definitely, but I want to see it. Should I turn it around?
Yeah.
No,
Let's show some of the action. Or is it we'll blur their faces out.
Can you see the ice on his head?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's hard to be in the moment when a guy's got a head injury behind me.
But this is a lesson to all you hecklers. If you come to the shows, like you'll
stay
keep
in
going.
the pocket. Yeah,
stay in the pocket.
This is comedy, baby. You think? Oh, dude, this reminds me of the craziest story ever. I don't want to brag, but I was doing a moose lodge.
Oh, those are the best gigs. I love VFW halls and moose lodges. Love them. I'm not joking.
It was a good show. I mean, those are my people, rowdy alcoholics, man, to be honest. But these are the older generations. They don't really know how to be at a comedy show. One guy was watching his iPhone with the volume up, and I was like, I ain't even gonna ask him to turn it off. I'll just say, hey, turn it down. And then I was like, hey, can you turn it down? He's like, but then I can't hear it. I'm like, you're in the show, dude. I'm yelling at like a 65-year-old, like, just turn it down. Like, I'll let you watch it. Anyways, it was me, Jesus Trejo, Lenoci, and Ron Taylor. And during Ron Taylor's set, a guy in the back left corner of the show, I believe he had like a diabetic stroke or something. But they didn't want the show to stop. And Ron, it's in the back corner, so they're helping this guy and being quiet. They're like, shh, we'll help. We'll call the ambulance. They got Ron Taylor. They were so quiet about handling this guy, and everyone tried to keep their cool that he didn't even notice. He's a brilliant comic. He would have addressed it and made some jokes about it, but he just kept going and kept doing his act. He didn't know though. It wasn't like he was like, oh, fuck that guy in his coma. He was just didn't know. And the Moose Lodge was so gangster. They called the ambulance, had the ambulance come and told them like, hey, we got a comedy show going on. If you could be real quiet when wheeling the guy out. And they were. It was the most, it's like I wanted to document it because it was the most, can you see me still?
I see your name. Now I see you.
Okay. I'm back. I wanted to film it, but I didn't obviously because I don't want to be that asshole. But I just wanted to document it because like this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's killing on stage still with 3/4 of the room. And this corner is obviously, they're not laughing because there's a guy being pulled out on a hospital chair. And everyone's being like, shh, we'll get you out of here. You'll be all right. And he ended up being okay, thank God. And it's all good. But like, how crazy is that? The show must go on. It's like, no, it doesn't. Like we could just end the show and sometimes life doesn't work out, but that particular instance, it was okay. The guy was okay. No one was hurt. Ron had a good set with 3/4 of the room, just not that corner of hospitalization.
I don't want to one up your story, but I was at the
Bring it. I love these stories.
I was at the Cleveland Improv with comedian Godfrey, and I was opening for him, and it's a very urban club, very urban. And he's on stage, and in the back, way back, a fight breaks out, and a guy pulls out a knife, and like security the cops came, and Godfrey was doing commentary on it like he was like a boxing match. And then security comes up, they're trying to rush Godfrey. He's like, no, I'm not done. I still got like 25 minutes left. So as they're getting arrested and people are getting yanked, he's just doing his set. Meanwhile, people are like looking back, they're looking at him, and he just keeps going and going. A guy pulls out a knife.
That guy's a pro. He does 20 on knife material. That guy's just like, bah, 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 bah. How we doing over there? Oh shit. All right. Okay.
What's the update?
I saw it. Mike just said he's alive.
He's alive.
His dad.
That's all I care about, as long as he's alive.
He's alive. Put some ice on it.
He'll never be able to speak again, but he's alive.
Shit.
Well, Mike, listen, I'm
running by the pool.
Yeah, no running by the pool. I appreciate you taking the time out. I'm gonna come visit you. Tyler, you got anything you want to plug? Anything you want to push? Anything you want to ask?
As always, I've got nothing to plug. No, this has been awesome. So as always, again, thanks for letting me join in on this. This is fantastic, and I hope Mike's dad's okay.
Yeah, I hope Mike's dad's okay.
Me too. He's Italian. He's tough. He's been in some fights.
I just hope he doesn't slur his words from here on.
He's maybe not at this age. He hasn't been in a fight in a while, but he'll be all right.
Send your condolences to Mike on Twitter. I believe it's Lanucci Comedy or Michael Lanucci at Mike
Lanucci. Let's just plug the wrong name to piss him off.
All right, Craig, I'll come see you on Sunday.
Thank you for having me, bro. I'm sorry we got heckled.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was a wild ride. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. I'll see you Sunday, brother. Much love. Right.
Leave a 5-star review on iTunes and also hit subscribe on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sit Down Zumock. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Good night.